Hello, 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 hello. Good afternoon, everybody. Please let me know you can hear me. I know I have a quote unquote Michael Jackson voice, but I mean, it's the voice God gave me. So if you can hear me, please put a one in the chat to make sure everybody can hear me so I don't have to repeat myself, you know, tons and tons and tons and tons and tons of time. All right, all right, all right, all right, all right. Happy Sunday, everybody. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. I am the Captivating Christian here recently due to the interview with Ness that Ness did with Rico. My name was kind of mentioned a lot. So I'm here to clear the air on the part, I guess, where my name was mentioned. And I did read Lipstick Alley. They wanted to know some details of how I felt. Whatever that means. But anyway, we're here to get into it. So here's a messy observation. All right. So real quick, I did drop the link is pinned for those who have questions. I just ask that you be respectful. Do note that I am, if you follow Beyond the Politics, I do not play around with this antics. So you will get dropped if you go left field or you do something crazy, but I am open to all questions if any arise. However, so let's get into it. To first start it off, right? ODS and I at the time were getting to know one another. In other words, I happened to stumble across his channel. He was like, "Oh, you're cute" or whatever, and it went from there. We exchanged numbers, I think, at some point, and we were just communicating back and forth. No big whoop. He was already very much in a relationship, living with his person in a relationship, however dynamic or crazy that was his thing. He was already in something. So, no, we were not dating. No, he was not my boyfriend, any of that. To be very clear, I know a lot of you like to run with stuff and all this stuff, but no, we were not together in any capacity. However, we did share, stories and things, and he did confide in me with a lot of stuff. That the man that I am, I'm not gonna go there, but everybody don't have the same kind of integrity you have, and you can't expect people to be genuine when you're being genuine, right? I had to learn that at a young age. So it is what it is. However, yeah, so in this situation, I woke up early to see Rico was live. And he was in a car talking about his situation. And this had to be around, maybe I woke up, had to be around 3 or 4 in the morning. And I'm like, well, damn, what the hell you get yourself into now? Now, mind you, I do not have Rico's number. I have never had Rico's number. The only place I communicate with Rico would be Instagram through DM message. And it has always been, yo, brother, you gotta do better. this is cool, but you getting older. That's always been me. You know what I'm saying? So when people try to act like, oh, everybody they behind the scenes, I have always been behind the scenes on that level. I already knew what Rico was given because Rico's Rico. But that's not my interest. So I don't even go there. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. Uh, so in watching this whole thing unfold, I'm like, well, damn, I can't get to him right now. I wonder who do I know that can get to him was my thing. So that morning, I'm not sure if ODS hit me up or I hit ODS up. I think he did and was like, "Hey, have you seen this shit? Are you watching this?" And I'm like, "Yeah, it's really fucked up." Um, I really wish I could get him, but I cannot at this present time. Um, but damn, I wish somebody could get him. He was like, he was thinking about it. What do I think? And I'm like, well, not only would it be a good thing because you helping the brother out, you would definitely gain some subbies because they would look at it and be like, yo, that's great. Like, oh my god, I can't believe this guy came help him. I'm gonna follow him. I'm gonna like and share his shit. Um, so I was like, you want to get your name out there. This is a way to do it. Now he's like, you right or whatever. Can you get in contact with him? So I hit Rico up on the DMs like, hey, brother, I found somebody that can come get you. I just need to know where you're at. So he was like, all right, cool, no problem. I was like, oh, I can give you his information and you can talk to each other that way. So I said, okay. So he was like, okay, cool, no problem. They exchange information. He let me know he got in contact with Rico. He knows exactly where Rico is. He's far, but he's not too far from him. He's like right on the border of like Virginia and North Carolina or some shit. Not too far from where he was. So of course he went live or whatever. I didn't really watch live. I think I may have dropped in for a second, but I had to get ready for my day. So I did not, worry about any of that. He did say he was going to call and I could keep him company on the road or whatever until he picked him up. But we didn't talk that much. We talked for a little bit and then it was like, all right, I gotta go. So fast forwarding, he said when he picks up Rico, he will put Rico on the phone or whatever so we could talk and he know that he got Rico. And that's what he did. So we FaceTime. I talked to Rico. I'm like, brother, you old, you older. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not a kid. You can't be doing shit like this. You never go nowhere with no money. You always anticipate some bullshit and make sure you have enough funds to get yourself out of any situation that you're in. You never go somewhere with no money and then get stuck because anything could have happened. And then with the climate we were in at the time, is like, I need you to just do better, please. But that was the end of the conversation. He as in ODS was like, oh, this is my boo or whatever. And I was like, man, whatever. Just joking and playing around or whatever. So I have to call a thing on this. It's not that Rico did not know, but I understand we were not again together. So it was, and that is no harm, no foul. However, in the same token, as much as I've shared with you, you could have at least shared, hey, I did, we stopped off on the side of the road or whatever. But whatever. So from the initial conversation when he picked him up, I said what I said to Rico. I ended my live and got back to work. So I continued on with my day or whatever. And I saw that he went live with Rico to let all of you all know that he had Rico and, so on and so forth. Now, what I did not know is, of course, that the dick dash around the YouTube sector had happened. I did not know that. I never knew that. Um, because to my knowledge, all he did was pick him up. He dropped him. They went to go get something to eat at Five Guys, is what he told me when he called me the second time, and that he dropped him off at the bus station. And apparently, somebody else from YouTube, one of his subscribers or whatever, was going to meet him there. And that, nothing else happened or what have you. And this was via, of course, FaceTime. So a lot of the interactions back and forth in between that were FaceTime. There are some text messages, like the text message leading up unto the meeting. Of course, it's always on record. I keep everything. But that FaceTime, of course, I don't record people and things. I don't believe in that. But yeah, so the FaceTime with all the other information, it was just a FaceTime. So as we were FaceTiming, he never said that anything happened. Even in a joking, friendly way, never said anything. He never said nothing at all. It did not come about until on my end, something was mentioned by Triple Red X, because I got the screenshot from Lady Dimples to my DMs and Instagram. Like, what the fuck happened here? Because that has always been the catalyst to how things were being spread. Even when he said Lady Dimples asked him something and he was like, "Ask Captivating Christian." So Lady Dimples sent me that screenshot as well. So I was just trying to figure out, well, what the fuck is going on? And why is my name being mentioned? I felt like Nene Leakes. Like, well, what I got to do with any of this? So yeah, I never understood that. Never understood that. So anyway, when it happened, we were no longer even communicating on that level. All right. When it came out, we weren't communicating on that level, although I will be frank and clear and say, if there was any rumors of me talking to anyone like a Conscious TV or anything like that, he did hit me up and said he didn't feel like it was a good look. And I'm like, well, you care about my business, but whatever. So, and again, and as far as the rumor of him possibly telling Brianna that I had a condition with my legs or whatever, the way I walk, that's whatever. I mean, it's childish, because at the end of the day, you were in a car accident and you walk with a limp. But I mean, it is what it is. I'm sure you probably have a handicap placard that you use to park in special places when you don't feel like walking and bopping around. So for you to share that or spread that or act like you was telling something, whatever. So at that point, it was a done deal. It was baked in the cake. I don't hate the man, but I don't live my life like that. Everything's not a sacrificing genuine people or things and situations for a click and a view, right? Some things is like, if you want to build a rapport, if you want to build a network of people, you got to be genuine, or else it will always be fake, and you will always be watching your back for somebody to come and shank you. You know what I'm saying? And I don't live my life like that. I really don't. I come authentically myself. I really do. Sarcastic and all. Whatever it is, it is. I don't have time to, play that game. So, in that, it was what it was. You know what I'm saying? And as men, of course, we share photos and pictures and videos, and all of that is safe, right? But know your place. Don't. I'm a Cancer, so and I'm first day, and I'm not the Miss O at all. So know what you're doing. But in that vein, it's just I never understood it. I never understood you people. Some of y'all with the most kind of crazy things going on with you, obese, leg situations due to car accidents, all types of situations, and y'all got the most to say about somebody who did not ask for any of it, just came into the world and like, "Bow, this is the card you're dealt." and you mad because I happened to outshine the cards I was given? I, mm, I I really don't understand that. But anyway, getting back to the gist of it, no, I did not know Rico and ODS had a situation on the side of the road. No, we were not dating. He was not my boyfriend. None of that was happening because officially or originally, when we our first full fledged text and conversation, uh, he wanted to kind of create this big YouTube persona, like having a relationship with somebody on YouTube, because he watched a lot of the relationship YouTube things and their numbers were skyrocketing, and that's something he wanted to do. Definitely not my style. I'm not a kiss and tell type person. I don't. I'm a private person, so that's not my thing. However, that's something he was interested in. So off jump, it was like, well, no, that's not my thing. So, if that's what you're looking for, we can, move exit stage left. But we continued to just, because I thought he was cool. Just genuinely, I thought he was cool. I really did. I mean, he said he was a little messy. He said he was a little different. And then I realized how different, because he showed up one day and he had hair and nails and things. And I was like, oh, okay, that's different. But again, who am I to judge anybody for being themselves or whatever? So I was just like, I mean, I never really went that route in dating, but or even engaging with somebody who was like that. 'Cause all of my friends, if you're not straight man or woman, you just a gay person who didn't dibble and dabble in wearing nails or makeup or hair or anything like that. That's just not an avenue I ventured in. So this was interesting to me because I was like, well, let me not judge people as people would have judged me. That's always been my thing. I don't judge people because I know what that's like. So yeah, the different changes and I seen it all from then. I was like, okay, like that's different, Um, but it's never been a thing. It's never been a thing. So with Rico and this, it's like this would have never happened had you just either kept your mouth shut and not spoke up on Rico at all, or chose a little wisely who you shared your business with. Then you wouldn't have to, kind of degrade him into, oh, he's disgusting. I would never, as if Rico wasn't going to respond or wasn't supposed to respond to you talking away about him. That shit was stupid to me. It's just really dumb. I don't know. I just never understood that. Never understood that at all. Never. For the life of me. It's just really stupid. But I don't know, just looking back on it just makes me think like you always think the best of people. You really do. I mean, I do. It's a bad thing for me. I know sometimes it can be a bad kind of omen, but I do think the best of people. Until you show me otherwise. Like you have to like hang yourself for me to no longer fuck with you. And once you do that, I'm good. I'm good. There's no hard feelings. I ain't mad. I wasn't even mad when I found out. I was just like, well, damn. I shared all this information with you. You shared stuff with me. You could have shared that. So then that way I wouldn't have felt like, because I'm still like over here, yeah, Rico, dude, brother, like this, that, and the other. Like I'm supporting background, all that, and it's just like, really? Really? Really, sir? What's going on? But I get it. Bro code, you didn't want nobody to know, this, that, and the other, whatever. I mean, genuine people help people. I know when I help people, I just help people. I don't, there's no motive behind it. I ain't trying to gain no sexual favors or get somebody caught up where in which they need help. So I'm going to do X, Y, Z so they could, because they need me. That's kind of predatory-ish, kind of, disgusting in a way, but that's not, again, not for me to judge. I'm just saying, it seems very weird that, somebody needs help, and instead of you just helping, it's like, well, since you're here, let me see your dick. And like he was going to say, nah, man, I don't want to do that, for you to possibly say, nah, get out of my car. I I mean, it just don't make no sense. Why would somebody come out of one situation to get into another, than to possibly end up in another situation? I mean, it just don't make sense. And again, there's no shame there. If you want to do you and suck whatever or into whatever, that's your business, right? I think the problem is when the shaming comes, when you start shaming people for stuff like that, making them feel less than because they don't have as much as you do. Yeah, anybody like a Rico will come out and then blast all your business, because now you're trying to act like I'm less than, like you would never touch me, you would never deal with me. And 9 times out of 10, a lot of you do. And that's just the fucking truth. A lot of you do. Like, people say the same thing about me, but my DMs don't stop. My DMs don't stop. Because it is what it is, and it's like, I don't live my life off of what others may think. Yeah, okay, one may not like you. For the one that doesn't like you, there's 3 more that do. So fuck them. In the words of Kimmy, fuck you. It is what it is. It is what it is. You can't get caught up on that shit. Like, you really can't. You know the truth. You know what I'm saying? The pictures are the truth. The videos are the truth. People sitting up here busting it wide, spreading it wide open, bent over. and you just like, but you say you're not feeling me. Oh, okay. You still trying to find out what I'm doing to this day. Is it true? Is the rumors true? Is he dating Sean Bradley? How the fuck do you care? Dogs, why the fuck do you care? Why the fuck are you even asking people, ODS, about what I'm doing with my life? Why? Why are you doing that? But again, these are the same people that say, they talk all this disparaging shit about somebody and think what? But secretly, behind the scenes, they are asking because they want to know, because they're invested, because they're interested, but they don't want everybody else to know how interested they are. So that's why I say, with this whole shit with Rico, and granted, yeah, it happened 5 years ago. Of course it did. But every time you deny somebody or you act like it didn't happen, you better damn sure believe that person is going to rise up from whatever ashes grave that they're in to say, wait a minute, bitch, the Lazarus effect will happen. No, this happened, and here's here's how it happened. And the crazy bit is, Rico's story has never ever changed. The only thing new we learned about that story is that you were sucking on his nipples so he could bust his nut. Now that was news. That was news altogether, And again, there's nothing wrong with your little perks and quirks. It is what it is. But be real about your shit, right? Just be real about your shit. You like to, suck people off. You like to suck people off. You like dirty shit. You like dirty shit. You like man must. I mean, it's a little more than man must, but people like what they like. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not gonna fault nobody for liking what they like, but you can't like what you like and then try to talk shit about the person when you know damn well, because you watched it just like we all watched it, that man did not wash his ass for 2 days. Not to mention, he was traveling on the bus the day he got there. So he was already very much nice and ripe. Okay? Let's be very clear. That motherfucker was nice and ripe because he was already on the bus 2 days prior to meeting that guy. Okay? So he was nice and salty. Are we tracking? Are we tracking? Because he was on that bus, okay? And there's nowhere that you can, take a quick shower, jump in, wash your balls, none of that on no fucking Greyhound bus. So it ain't easy. It ain't easy if it ain't cheesy, okay? He was very cheesy on that in that fucking hot ass SUV that he was in for 2 days. Okay? Trying to get to a bathroom by sneaking in the homeboy's mother's window or whatever, some MacGyver shit that they had to do because the mother didn't know, I guess, dude was gay or whatever the shit was happening. So it was a lot of moving parts going on. So needless to say, Rico did not wash his ass, not only for the 2 days, but I guess probably since he left his house in Maryland before he got on that Greyhound bus. Sitting in them seats, stop after stop, probably using the bathroom, so shit was ripe. And again, if that's your thing, that's your thing. But don't clown the man. Y'all kill me. Always clowning him and talking shit and he's this, he's that. But y'all always clicking. Y'all, whenever he click the link, y'all ready to go. Yeah, okay. So he hasn't made the same choices that a lot of you made. Okay, whoop-de-doo. We hope that he gets it together. Some of us, anyway. But all of this could have been avoided had you just not said nothing. But the ego in you wouldn't just let that go. You chose to share your shit with Triple or whomever. And when they dropped that shit in the chat, and then I would never do anything with Rico. He's disgusting. Ugh. Well, you could have just kept it moving. You didn't even have to respond to that motherfucker. You didn't even have to respond to that. The fact that you responded to it made it like, okay, so of course he's gonna come for you and expose that y'all did do something. Same with what's his face? Chocolate Bay. It's like, if you're gonna be ashamed about who or what you did, don't do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, stand in it. You did it. Just stand in it. Just don't you think the person on the other end, like a Rico, may already feel a way that they couldn't get home, that they couldn't just pay for another Greyhound ticket or a cab or somebody to drive them to the nearest station to go home, just like that subscribers had to reach out and do it. And then also another little tidbit, for you never received any money or cash app from anybody who during that time, that's a lie. That's a bold-faced lie. You definitely received cash apps, which is rightfully so. Rightfully so. Queen Diva and her sister both cashed apped you on that day. Many other people cashed apped you on that particular day. All right, so I'm done now. The line is open for questions. The thing is linked in the chat if you have any. I do have a person here who wants to, I guess, ask a question. One moment. Give me a second. I gotta do this to make sure you people are, because you people are out here looking crazy. Hold on. Oh, it is you, sir. Hello, how are you?
Shit. Oh, hey, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. What's
All right,
going
what's
on,
up? I'm
sir?
doing well. I'm out here shopping and shit or whatever. Um,
Good. Happy holidays.
so same to you. I have I don't necessarily have a question per se. I
Hmm.
more so have an observation, or not necessarily an observation, just my thought process when this all went down like 5 years ago. And being that this is like in the beef sector, we've been talking about Vegas 2016 since 2016. So if this happened in 2020, that's just like it was yesterday. If that's the case, so um that will never like so saying that it's so many years old. Okay, we talk about Vegas like it was yesterday. So they gonna talk about this like it was yesterday, especially when it affects you. If it's something that affects you, you're gonna talk about it. So if it affects Rico, so Rico's gonna talk about it. Whether it happened 5 years ago, 10 years ago, he's gonna talk about it. So that's the thing. Like for me, I felt like if I felt strongly that something in Vegas affected me, and somebody said something about it, and I felt strongly about it, I will come out and I will say something about it. But I don't even go down that road anymore. I don't really give a shit. I'm having times I've been to Vegas since then, and everywhere else, so it don't really matter because we got mobility issues over in this county. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So much so that we got mobility issues that you're gonna be limping apparently in Bangkok.
Yeah.
But hey, it
Yeah.
is what it is. What do we know? Let these motherfuckers sit on YouTube and watch you limp or
Yeah.
whatever.
I
You know,
mean, have fun. Knock yourself out. Like, I mean,
right.
I
Miserable on a
don't
fucking
care.
Friday and Saturday night of all things. Like, man, I guess I got to bar somewhere or whatever. But anyway,
Right.
so next to my observation. Sorry for that, the
Mhm.
sidetrack.
No, you're fine.
Um, so when this story did come out, one thing we do know about Rico, especially those of us that's familiar with Rico, is Rico may be a lot of things, but that motherfucker ain't gonna lie on his dick. And I feel like Rico follows the same line of thinking that I follow on the sense is, am I my brother's keeper? Yes, I am. And I feel like that a lot of these gay men that are around here are not my brother's keeper. Because I don't understand for the life of me how some of these conversations even come about the gay culture, especially to those that are not in our culture, that even wouldn't understand what we're talking about or what's going on or how we even get down on a certain level. It automatically comes to a judgment. But you have gay men like Pied Piper coming out here spilling tea that should never be motherfucking spilled. It's like again, I may not like you, I may not care for you, but as a gay black man, it's certain things I'm not gonna say about you or betray you or whatever it may be. But I see a lot of betrayal constantly happens, and that's one of the reasons why I was like, stay, no new friends, and damn sure no old ones, you know. And
But that comes from the wanting to be on top, wanting the numbers, wanting that it's like you're so hungry to be the popular one that you will do anything for it. You'll go on a trip and then tell all the business. You know what I'm saying? After people confided or whatever, you'll do that because it's all about that. I got to be on top. So you know,
yeah, I never understood like that level of betrayal. And I'm like, damn, like you ain't even like you meet somebody and you ain't even trying to hold a nigga down that you met. Like again, even if I broke bread with you, I'm not gonna come out here and like spill your like what the fuck. Like that's some crazy motherfucking shit that they do to each other. That's why I'm like, stay the fuck away from me. I don't want to be around none of you motherfuckers. I don't even believe in that shit. Like if I feel like I gotta be somewhere around you and protect myself from what may happen on YouTube later, I don't need to be around you.
yeah, no, true. I mean, I had to learn my lesson too. So, once you learn it, it's like, yeah, I'm good. I'm good. So there's a reason why I haven't met a lot of other people on here because it's not for. I don't live my life in no closet or no behind the scenes or anything like that. So if you see me on the about, you're going to see me. That's the part I don't get. Like this, it wasn't no secret.
Yeah, like you're very much outside. Like the many times that we've traveled with club chat. I mean, everyone sees you. Everyone in club chat sees you.
Right.
It's like, what are y'all talking about? Like there's some hidden secret or agenda. Everyone sees this man.
Right.
Everyone. So much so that when we left London to go to, was it Paris or was it Munich? No, it was Munich. We went to
Munich.
Munich, Germany for
Mhm.
Oktoberfest. We
Yeah.
did both. Okay,
Right.
whichever one it is, you did London, Paris, and Munich. Okay. Uh,
And got through all the lines. Okay,
Right,
sir,
so
over
much so
here.
that when we got to the airport to go to Munich, Germany, you were like, they're all with me.
Yeah,
And
right.
all 7 of us was like, bitch, VIP, let's go. And we're right on. Their line was long as fuck. And he was like, no, they
Long.
all with me. Thank you. And they walked us right through that motherfucker. So
Right.
yeah,
Yeah. So
the fuck?
I don't know, but whatever. I'll take it for 500, Alex. Okay.
Okay, okay, all of it. Now, so with that being said, I always felt like, so when I heard that story about ODS and Rico, I never, me personally, I never felt like he possibly sucked his dick. But according to Kelly Love said, baby, you asked that man to pull the dick out so you could see it.
Well, I mean, yeah.
That's what Kelly Love said. I said, damn,
I
Kelly.
mean, yeah,
I
Kelly
said,
Love did say that. Well, you know, that mouth was
do they got
salivating.
smoke
He's
with
so
each other, whatever? I was kind of just being matter of fact, because I'm like, what the fuck?
no.
I
I
don't
think
know.
I think he was just being matter of fact because I mean I mean in the situations that happens, I've pulled mine out a time or two, and somebody looked at it and went, I don't normally do this, but and it's like, yeah, I bet you don't, but whatever, go ahead, you know.
So me thinking like not knowing about the possible 4-day funk. Shout out to Queen V Tut, boom, in the chat that said
Boom.
possible 3 to 4
Right.
days. Not
Yeah,
knowing
no.
that, just thinking of riding in the car, you picked up somebody that you gonna help them out or whatever.
Mhm.
There's a rumor that there's a 9.5 dick between the nigga legs and shit like that or whatever. Okay, cool, whatever. And then you say, well, let me see it. I don't know how that conversation came about, but okay,
Yeah,
whatever. Let me see it. And Rico, okay, sure, no problem. Pull the dick out.
hmm.
And I was like, well, maybe he looked at it, maybe he touched it, maybe he, examined it, looked at the head. And I said, maybe he tasted it. And I'm thinking, like, I say, maybe he just licked it real quick. And then, like, okay. And
But
I
in
never thought
motion
he sucked that
while
man dick.
driving, that is a talent. While
Well,
driving,
necessarily pulled over on they said it was pulled over on the side of the road somewhere. So I'm thinking, because CarPlay to me, CarPlay, oh, baby, hell
no,
no. So when they
no,
say
sir,
CarPlay, get the fuck
no,
out of here.
sir. Bestie, I will have
Bitch, I
to
need 4 walls and a
disagree.
roof, bitch, and a bed.
I will disagree. I think if he asked him to whip it out, he was driving. Indeed, he was driving. He looked over, he saw it, and he was just like, I'm gonna suck this nigga dick. And then he decided to pull over and find a place to suck it. I mean,
Like my mind never went that far. It was just like, okay, well, because again, am I my brother's keeper? Yes, I am. So I'm confused on how this story is even public to begin with. Like, what the fuck?
well, that's because you running your business to other people that you thought was gonna keep it on the low, and they did not. Whether you didn't mention no names or you didn't tell direct, things about what happened, you put enough breadcrumbs out there, allegedly, that this person was like, oh, I put 2 and 2 together. Nah, nigga, he told you the story. He just ain't tell you who the players were. And then once Rico said what he said, you then understood, aha, that's what he was talking about. But you had already told the story.
I'm flabbergasted by gay men that run their mouths about other gay men to heterosexuals. And no offense to my heterosexual people, whatever, but they're just something like I told y'all in Club Chat, y'all already know. There's some things I will never tell y'all. Like, we can talk around certain things, but I will never give you the inner secrets to the gay world. Just like you should never give me the inner secrets to the safe space of a woman. You know what I'm saying? Or the safe space of a heterosexual way. Like, there are certain worlds that I should not know certain things about, but you see some certain gay men will usher you all the way through our world just for us to then be judged. And like Kelly Love has said when it comes in his video about mentioning Rico's status, well, in our community, we have been so educated on HIV for over 20 fucking years to where we already know what undetectable means. We know that if Rico is undetectable, he can't transfer that to not now motherfucking body if he tried to.
Right.
So But
Right.
a regular person hearing that wouldn't know that. And they
Right.
will go look at his status and go, oh hell no. And be like, so
But
it's like, why even try that?
it's also the shaming, though. It's the shaming that a lot of us do in the community about shaming people with HIV. And it's just like, but your closest friend could have it. Your closest friend probably does have it, but you shaming somebody else who has it, talking about,
That's
their
like
condition
shaming
and all that.
motherfuckers. That's like saying your baby you nigga fucked you and left you. It's like how many
But
women in the beef sector that had a nigga that done fucked them and left them high
left,
and dry with
right.
kids and
With
shit
you.
and all kind of different stuff. So it's like none of that ever makes sense to me. It's like when they talk
No.
about people living situations, a lot of people in your chats could be in those same living situations that you're talking about. So I never try to talk about somebody's living situation because I don't know how anybody living, and for the grace of God, it could be me.
Yeah, I mean, even like with ODS, I think somebody had sent me something that he was trying to say that I didn't have a place to stay, and it was like, dumbass, you do know one, for sure, and if you don't know, other content creators that I engage with did know that I was moving from my one apartment, and my other apartment was not ready at the time, and then COVID hit, and the town I was in Maryland, which handles all of the diseases known to mankind, they did not allow you to do anything once it hit, as in, boom, we're putting it on lock. That was the first place that was on complete lockdown. So any place that you thought you was gonna get, you wasn't getting it. Anything you thought you was doing, you wasn't able to do it. They were on complete lockdown way before any of the other states was like, no, you can't move, you can't do this. So I was stuck, and my best friend was like, hey, you don't, we're not gonna have you because I'm just a good friend like that. You've always looked out for me. I got you till your place gets ready or you whatever, and I did. And no harm, no foul. I mean, it is what it is. Like, I'm not.
Are you sleeping on the couch now?
No, of course not.
Oh, okay.
I wasn't sleeping on the couch then, but her other daughter came to live with her due to her situation, and I was just like, no, I'll leave the room and I'll bunch it on the couch for a bit. I mean, that's like my niece. Why would I sit there and be like, no, girl, it's my bed. You go on the couch. No, I gave up the room she gave me for the time being, and I let her have that room, and I went to the couch because that's just the type of man I am. There's no harm, no foul to that. And then shortly after that, I got up out of there. But I was thankful,
Did
just
you come on YouTube asking anybody to send you any money for anything?
no, and nobody on YouTube
Oh.
knew about it because that's just not my style.
Well,
Again,
how did he
that's
know about it though?
huh?
How did he know about it?
He knew about it because I told him. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing. That's why I say that I don't, I am not that person. Like, you confide in me, you confide in me. I will give you my honest opinion of what you should do. Hell, I'll help you figure it out. But I'm not gonna, it's not my business to come on here to be like, look what T.I. got. Like, that's not, you know what I'm saying? How do you expect people to trust you when you do that, especially on here?
Um, I was so okay. So I do have a question now because I never thought he sucked Rico's dick. I just thought maybe if anything he possibly licked it or something like that. But again, I'm like, how's this story even public?
I mean, what
Don't
is
don't care.
licking it but
I
sucking it? I
you
mean,
know
a
what
one, a
look,
two,
I
a
mean
three.
take a
It
little
wasn't a
like
tootsie
like
pop. It was
I
not a
don't know,
tootsie pop
nigga. I don't know. I'm just like, how is this story even like? How do I even know that this even happened? And why do I
because
know this happened?
he told his gay friend, okay, and the gay friend on Mad Day who don't really like you but like you enough, threw the crumbs out there, and then
So
people
you mean
start.
to tell me? So okay, let's just okay. I'm fucked up right now. I'm gonna be fucked up. Okay, so you mean to tell me this right here? Because I can imagine this,
I
and
need to
and
fill my
and,
butt.
and people in the chat, everybody hearing the sound of my voice, just think about this for a minute. Something okay, and Rico, no offense to you whatsoever, so don't take this wrong way, brother. But it just is what it is. Somebody that's 3 to 4 days funky, 3 to 4 days funky. The dick cheese is cheese. It's on blue cheese level, possibly. Okay.
I like blue
Um,
cheese. Can
it,
we pick
it,
another cheese?
it a child. Anyway, um, So with that being said, okay. So Rico, and not saying that you got to cheese this to make him a dick, whatever. I'm just saying if you ain't washed your dick in a couple days, it might have a little residue on the head, like little residue somewhere might be,
It definitely stank. It definitely stank.
some residue. Okay, some build up bacteria dickenosis, not vaginosis, bacteria dickenosis. So with that being said, everybody in the straight gay, whatever, you decide to do whatever you did with this person that's nasty. By their own words, they nasty, they stinky, they stanky, they funky. Okay, and you do something with them. Would you call your good Judy and say, bitch, nigga, you know that motherfucker over there that ain't took bath in the last 4 fucking days? Well, I let them fuck me. I did this. Nobody but God.
But
Nobody but God would know
right,
that story.
right. But you when you tell the story, but you leave certain things out of the story, right? That you think are safe. You
But
tell the person.
okay. What is left out of the story that don't make the story as fucked up as it already is? Because we only got 3 or 4 days worth of funky dick.
Well, the funky dick was never told. I'm sure. Funky dick was never told. I'm sure it was like, yo, I picked my friend up who was stranded, whatever, and this, that, and the other.
But the story is the dick suck. The story is never I picked you up. The story is the dick suck. Everybody knew that the pickup was happening. Everybody saw that from what I understand. Because I wouldn't, I don't, I don't follow that type of shit. So I don't, this came, child. Look, y'all know, bitch, I'm Sean Bradley.
Right. Some shit you do take to your grave.
I be in my own world. And y'all already know that. So they be like, Sean be doing behind the scenes. No, the fuck I don't, bitch. If y'all realize, I don't.
Now, good question. Question for you. While I have you here, friend. Have you done stuff behind the scenes? Like, because there's always this talk like you are the orchestrator behind a lot of this stuff. Have you actually done stuff behind the scenes, or have people just like volunteered things and situations to you?
When you mean like, well, first of all, I've never asked anybody to do anything on my behalf. I would not do that because I'm a horrible delegator. I like to do things myself because it's going to be done right in the way that I want to do it. Also, people talk too much. My aunt told me a long time ago when I was coming up in Louisiana, when you do dirt, do it by your goddamn self because you won't tell on you unless you are in trouble. But beyond because that gonna get caught up, gonna get fumbled up and tail it, child.
God damn.
But yeah, so I'm not so
business.
If I was working with people, there would be so many receipts out there for them to show that Sean told me to do this and Sean told me to do that and Sean and y'all ain't never seen an iota of shit. Cause the fuck?
That is so true though. I mean, people always say that you are the orchestrator behind a lot of stuff, but now one receipt where you are saying, yes, do this. Yes, I need you to do this. I need you to, there's none proven.
Like I'll give you a prime example, like Olivia the Oracle. I guess she was believing the narrative that there's a show part 2 coming out. And she read my comment on my community wall when I put the about the show or whatever. My whole thing is I'm not doing a damn thing with a show 2.0 Vegas or anything like that. But if y'all want to believe the narrative, when I tell you no, I'm not doing X, Y, and Z. I've told you countless times on multiple occasions that I'm not doing this thing, but y'all want to ride behind, stupid ass people that try to be in my business for whatever reason I don't know. And you want to believe a stupid ass narrative, I will lead you down that bridge and over that fucking cliff and into the goddamn abyss. So when I made that post, I made it on purpose so you stupid ass idiots. If you want to believe I'm doing a show, I'm doing a show. Okay, when I was talking about that post, I was talking about us going to Bangkok, Thailand. Everybody that's traveling with me and us or whatever, they already know. I said, y'all, I'm talking about the travel that we're going to do in Bangkok. I'm going to be recording in Bangkok. I'm going to be filming like I always do on my travel channel. But if you want to believe it's tied to a show, I'll let your dumb ass believe it.
And there you have it. And there you have it. Which
I
look forward to, by the way.
Huh?
I said, which I look forward to, by the way.
Oh, definitely that. We almost 30 days out. So let me say that. Can I ask you this question though? Because okay. So there seems to be some type of animosity between you and ODS. So how did like was there an actual issue, a drama, a beef? Because like I've never
Um,
because I'm like even we're besties and shit or best friends and shit. So I don't understand. Like I've never like, we don't talk about that type of shit. So
no, we
what is
don't.
the issue?
No, you know what? And as using one of your words, it's just the pick me energy. That's all. Because we didn't have an issue. Even if you, quote unquote didn't like me because you quote unquote saw, uh, the way I walk on a FaceTime, I saw the way you walk too, and I asked you what happened. You told me, and I kept it
But
moving.
see, the gag is this right here though. We did not know that until you just said that.
Yeah,
You get what I'm saying?
but that's what I'm. But that's my point. You know that is my very point. I didn't have to go run to Brianna and say shit to her about anything. I had, ooh girl, but and that too is a cover because I know for a fact. Okay, that particular day that I met really BTV, she was on the phone with Lady Nika. Because when I got in the car, they were still on the phone, and I said hello to Lady Nika. So that whole well ODS said something, she already knew because Lady Nika told her ass, but she didn't know because I don't know what really B told her in full detail. So they already had an idea, and yeah, he may have confirmed it for her through whatever he told her, but that's what I'm saying. Like this, like people try to be like, "Oh no, my friend told me," and stop covering for these motherfuckers. They just went and told, but that's the honest thing. And like I said, I apologize to Chocolate Bay because I he hit me up just out the blue, and I read it into him. Just because I
So
was like,
basically, you apologize because you assumed he said it.
well, because it was like guilty feet. Like, cause he immediately hit me up. Was like, no, I didn't say anything. It wasn't me. It wasn't me. It wasn't me. It wasn't me. And I'm like, why you moving real guilty right now? I didn't even say nothing about like I don't even really know because I didn't really know what was being said. I was on my way actually to an event driving, and I was like, what's going on? I didn't say anything. I didn't say anything. First, he asked me for QB's information. I was like, I don't have QB's information. Why are you asking me for that? Oh, I didn't really ask you for that. I just wanted you to know that I didn't say anything. I was like, okay, yo, already you. So I just went in like, the fuck are you doing?
Okay, so question.
Mm.
A couple months ago, Kimmy had did a live, and they was talking about whether you have a peg leg or not, and ODS hit the panel, and talked about it and stuff like that, whatever. Why at that point then did you not say, well, you walk with a limp?
Because again, that's not my thing. Like and as my friend, I guess you're starting to get that, but it's like people have always going to talk about me. That's the thing. I've grown accustomed to it since I was a little kid. So I ignore it that because that's the thing because they think that gets you like that hurts you. And it's like you can't hurt something that is not gonna hurt me. Like I've heard it all. It's like, but they don't know you bopping around here. They don't know when you walk,
But
you
that's what
doing
I'm
this too.
saying. But that's what I'm
So
saying.
I
Like,
mean,
so you
it's
come in at something that you was born with. So you were born with cerebral palsy. So for you,
yeah,
this is normal. This is all you've known.
yeah.
For
No,
somebody
get into an
walking with a limp.
accident. I didn't get
Yeah.
into an accident possibly doing the same shit I was doing with Rico and crashed out. Trying to suck somebody's dick and drive it or jerk their dick and drive it and crash out and fuck up my leg. I didn't do that. No, I didn't. Legitimately, and fault to the doctors because my mom was feeling away. She went to the hospital. From what I know, she went to the hospital. They told her, "Oh, you fine, go ahead." And she went to another hospital. They're like, "No, you got to get this child out of you. You are about to go into labor." And it happened. And my sister and I, we were
Got it.
very premature and died.
Right. So my thing is this right here. You were being possibly made fun of or examined or picked apart about or waking it up or unpacking. Why does he walk this particular way? Does he have a peg leg? And then ODS joins into the conversation, as in,
But
and
that's
y'all
again that's the pick me energy though.
but
You're not.
hold on, but I'm getting there. But I'm getting there somewhere though. So he joins that conversation. Then there's a conversation that's made to where I think he talks to Roman or something, and he said that he had some information on you, and that he would release it. He wasn't gonna release it or whatever. And so and with all that going on, I'm like, what the fuck is going on? How is this? How did we even go from? All, like, I'm completely confused. Like, when did all this shit happen? But my whole thing again, if there would have been anybody else, and if that had been me, and I know something about somebody, and they got online and said, "Oh, well, Sean walks like this," and blah 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 blah, and I know for a fact that you walk with a permanent limp, I would have hit that goddamn lie so motherfucking quick and act a motherfucking fool. That's I'm just, but you didn't do that. You know what I'm saying?
No,
You
I
didn't do
didn't.
that at
No,
all.
I
Like I said,
didn't.
we
No,
ain't hearing about this shit till now. Like, what the fuck?
I know
That's
I
all.
didn't.
You know.
I didn't at all. Because again, I just, I knew that it was that was going to be it. Because that's all you got. You know what I'm saying? Like, really, that's all people got. It's like, all right, cool. All right, cool. Yeah, I was born with cerebral palsy. I walk differently. But that don't stop shit, as you can see. We out here. We all over in different parts of the world. While you sitting here on YouTube eating and shit, getting fat.
Well, yeah, child. So, but speaking of getting fat, let me get my ass to this goddamn grocery store and figure out what the fuck I need to get. But anyway, talk to you, but I'll talk to you later though. But
All right.
some of y'all the niggas hit the damn link, niggas. The fuck? All
Well,
right,
no, people
peace.
don't have questions. All right. Bye. Anyway, thank you, Sean, for coming up. Uh, it's always cool to see you. And yeah, I don't know where we are, but yeah, I mean, it's just it. Like, it ain't. It is what it is. I don't know. Just the it in me didn't feel like, okay, that's what you was gonna say. You was always gonna say that. That's your go to. But at the end of the day, what does that mean? You can't shame me. You can't shame me. So I mean, again, I saw him and I was like, "Why are you walking like that? You all right? You hurt yourself?" Because I mean, it was on a mean bop, and I was like, "What's wrong?" Oh, I got into an accident. Okay. My whole life, people, oh, was you hit by a car? Was you hit by no, no. I was just, I was born like this. That's it. That's all. That's all I can tell you. But again, it don't. It is what it is. But my whole point in all of this is live your truth. Be, stand in it. Had you done this in the first place, you wouldn't be in the situation that you're in, trying to scratch and survive to get people to hear your side, or, oh no, this didn't happen. You turned it from, all I did was see it, all I did was touch it, all I did was do this, all I did was do that. And the man has constantly said, you sucked it, I made you stop, you sucked it, I made you stop, you sucked it, I made you stop because of your teeth. He has constantly said that story has never changed. And for y'all to sit here and act like, well, I don't believe Rico because Rico lied. Well, the man has not lied. It's just a shame. But I mean, again, it speaks more about people's character on here, and then they wonder why people don't trust them, or why it's not like, oh, let's do a trip and have everybody come. I'm not going. I'm not going. I'm not going because I don't. A lot of you people can't be trusted. A lot of you people cannot be trusted. You go at your own risk. Okay, you go at your own risk. Um, but I mean, it is what it is. It is what it is. But hopefully, we're all clear on all of the shit. All right. So, yes, I was just trying to be a good person to another person in need. If I had the opportunity and the space and time to do so, I would have gone. But I had many obligations to do. But even before I hit the clock, I had to make sure people got to school and do other things. So I had stuff to do that I could not just be like, oh, well, let me go run and get him and then do that. So I was really hunting the ground to see who was available that I knew could go get him. And yeah, I don't know, but that's it. That's all. that's all I got. If anybody else has a question, I know somebody posted a question in there earlier about is it true that me and SB are dating? I don't know. Is it true? Um, but other than that, that's really all I got. So I'll be here for a couple seconds for some questions. If not, then I will go about my business and enjoy my Sunday like the rest of you good folks. His teeth. I just got finished cooking. I'm sorry, but yeah, I know. And on to be truthful, not even to throw digs at him in his teeth. Some people are not. They not into sucking dick. I mean, some people just aren't. He may not just be one of them people. I know I'm not. I mean, I don't. It's not a. It's not a must on my list. It's like, no, thank you. So I mean, I get it. I get it. But again, be mindful who you share information with, and always tell your truth. Always tell your truth, not the truth as you know it, but tell the truth. So that way nobody can come behind you and say, "Oh, this, that, and the other." Like when you say, "Oh, I was never into," I don't ever see it for. Don't lie and say that. Just say, we were cool. We just didn't pan out. Don't start with the I never saw it for. I never, because then people could come back with the receipts that show, oh, well, you said you never. This don't look like evidence of not seeing it for someone. This don't look like evidence of not talking to somebody like that for real. This don't look like evidence of, just be mindful. Be mindful. Just again, tell the truth. That way you don't have to worry about somebody coming behind you and ripping your narrative to shreds. Cause yeah. Right. Yeah. No, the evidence was the teeth marks. Nate, shut up. Okay. Shut the hell up. Cause that's crazy. I mean, nobody likes that. I mean, gay, straight, or indifferent. Nobody likes teeth on their, teeth on their thing. It's not comfortable. It's not, And again, maybe because he does mukbangs, he thinks of a piece of meat as a piece of meat. And, he was just trying to give him a little sensation. And maybe Rico didn't like it. Who knows? But no, yeah, I didn't know about any of that. But anyway, I'm going to go about my business and enjoy the rest of my day. I hope you all do the same. And until next time, because I don't do these much, but you guys like these a lot because whenever I do these skyrocket. So, and again, see, much as people talk about, numbers and then like Cripple Rick, the throat, the cripple guy with the crippled throat. As much as you people talk about people not making numbers, I get it. The numbers and I do my politics and stuff don't really, because this ain't the place for it. But outside of this, when we're talking like this, oh yeah, the numbers come. They do come. They do come, of course. So get your life and get that throat together. But anyway, love you guys. You have a great Sunday. Happy holidays to some of you. And if you're not busy Tuesday, stop by and say hi and drop by and like, share, and sub. It doesn't cost you anything. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you guys got a nice lesson, an eye opener. You learned something new. And oh yeah, by the way, Ness, if you like to use any of these tidbit clips, you may for your expose of surviving ODS. If that's what you choose to do, you are welcome to do that. Anyway, you guys have a blessed day. All right, peace.